No lie, all you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. When I been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habit.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, let's go, Lou, ladies! Check.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got you, son. Check safety.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
First down, Jets.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Watch the air. Hey, watch the slant. Motion.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. 3rd down, here's Haskins. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this This will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Dez Bryant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Yellow, on the line.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Eckler. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Yellow, on the line.
Tackles.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's got some space here. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. 53. Check.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Back to the air. Haskins after the pick 6. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Yellow
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's caught. Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Mike. Yellow. Go on, Eddie. Go.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's see what you got.
They'll run here with Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
3 down. Hey, 15. Box trap. Mike 37. You got nothing to do.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 48-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, Pete.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 29, Haskins letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. On play action, Haskins. This will be caught by Brown. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Had a good move, but only able to work it to the 20-yard line. Preston Smith there on the stop.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Check. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
53 to Mike.
I don't think you got it, son.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Yeah, let's get a sack.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
It's my boy.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charlie. And he's into the clear. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's just me and you.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Bryant has it. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Ready? 36. Mine, 36. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Come on. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Mike.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this fight? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Haskins to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
Again, it's Johnson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check 15. Check 15. Shift.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Yellow. That's a line.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And an alley to run. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Mark,
Yellow. There's a line, right?
you better bring it.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
And we go 37 to
Now Mahomes. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
I don't need
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's crashing.
15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Able to get this to Gordon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, Lou, Eddie!
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Hey, color. Right side.
It's Eckler again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Hey, we are.
Yellow.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Watch the run. Mike, check 33. 33. I'm on.
Easy.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Stay in situation. Let's go. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete. Getting the 40 there defensively.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right there. 54, right?
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, pick your game up.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Shift! Watch the shift! Yellow!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. The catch made by Miller. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Yellow. Long right.
Ricky. 15. We're going 37's the mic.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, complete. Smith has it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Geno Atkins in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got Gresham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes now on first down. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing now is Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and that's caught inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Hopkins' kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver.